they're already talking about and planning two more huge stimulus bills, both of which to be passed through the reconciliation process, and the next one to arrive this coming fall in just a matter of months, the next one after that to arrive in the spring of next year, and all of this is according to Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House. Well, I have this little article right here, which I'm going to pop up on the screen for you in just a second so you can see exactly what he is saying here and the details of these next two massive stimulus bills just after they passed this huge one that was just signed into law not that many days ago. So they are on a roll right now. They are certainly taking advantage of their majority in the House of Representatives, the Senate, and obviously the presidency. Obviously, before the midterms that come up already next fall, it's not that far away, a little more than a year away as I film this video right now, which is nuts to think about, but that's coming up super fast here. And they're really going to utilize this reconciliation process, and they're really going to go to town on this thing. And I want to focus on it really quickly, because if we really do see the massive collapse and major recession that they've been talking about for a very long time now, right now in the second half of this year, we may be in for a little bit of a surprise with these next couple reconciliation bills. I will talk through all those details for you here in this video. Now, I do want to give a really quick shout out to Carl Isteni and Sylvia, both of which are on Medicare, and they reached out down below in the comment section because they called that phone number right there to get some help with their Medicare plans completely 100% for free. So they gave them a call, again, with that phone number. They got some free assistance on their Medicare plan. By the way, just want to throw this out there. I've got nothing to sell you. This is not a sales pitch in any way, shape, or form. That is totally free to call them. It's a free phone number. It's a free service for seniors and anybody on Medicare. There's over 70 million people on Medicare to get some help with their plan and to search the 20,000 plans across the country to find you the best plan at the best coverages with the best fit and whatever it is that you need. That's all they're doing, okay? It's a team of professionals. They know what they're doing. They're very knowledgeable. They have the systems and the algorithms and the technology in place to literally search the plans in your local area to find you the best plans. And I want to give you a quick little hint here. When you call them, which by the way, write that phone number down, take a picture, take a screenshot, but give them a call. If you're on Medicare, bring your list of questions. Whatever questions you have, bring that. Another little pro tip, bring your wish list. Nobody does this. Bring your wish list. Hey, I want this coverage. I want dental. I want hearing. I want vision. I want prescription. I want this or that. I want to see this doctor. I want to go to that network. I want to go to this clinic. Bring your wish list. They can find you all of that for you, okay? They can really tailor this down and personalize whatever it is that you need. They have access to 20,000 plans. Anyway, huge shout out again to Carl Isteni. By the way, Carl, I hope I'm pronouncing your last name correctly. Thank you so much for reaching out. And Sylvia, both of which reached out down below because they're on Medicare, and they are two of the roughly 3,000 people here in this community that have called that number right there to get some free help with their Medicare. Again, we partnered with them after helping my parents last year enroll in Medicare, and it was an absolute disaster. And I thought there's got to be a better way. I didn't know about them last year. I'll be honest with you, I didn't know, okay? I did not know that there was an easier way. We hacked it out ourselves, and it was an absolute disaster. Anyway, we partnered with them to help those of you here in this community so you don't have to go through what I did with my parents last year. It was an absolute mess, okay? All right, anyway, give them a call, and after you do, leave a comment down below. Let me know how it goes, how much money you save, and use the keyword chapter within your comment, and I'd love to give you a shout out and feature you in an upcoming video, just like Carl Isteni and Sylvia here in this video. All right, let's pop this article up right here, right now. It's just a little one, and there's a lot of ads on this article. I don't know, I can't stand all the ads that pop up on these articles, but anyway, this one is loaded with ads, but it's a pretty short article here. Feel free to read through it, but this is super interesting. Now, obviously, not that many days ago, on the 4th of July, the president signed into law the massive tax cut bill, which extends many of the different tax provisions from the TCJA, the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act from 2017, which were set to expire at the end of this year. So it extends a bunch of those out, many of which making them permanent, otherwise extending a lot of them for either 4 or 5 years, but a lot of those that are in there, permanent, which is honestly really nice for a lot of people. It'll save a lot of people, like a huge percentage of the population, a ton of tax money when it comes to their, tax returns, stuff like that, okay? Anyway, super cool stuff. We've talked about it before, but anyway, he signed that. The president signed that into law on the 4th of July. Okay, now let's talk through what we could possibly foresee with these next two. Again, Mike Johnson teasing the idea here. 2 more to come. The next one, the fall of this year, which, as I film this video right now, honestly is not that far away. And then the next one in the spring of next year. Now, let's just focus on this. And again, I want to make this very clear, okay? I say this all the time in my videos. There's not stimulus right now. Sometimes I see comments down below saying, hey, when are we getting a stimulus? You're not. Not right now. I say this all the time. There's no stimulus, okay? I'm very transparent about that. I've been very transparent about that for years. There's not, okay? It's okay to come back and talk about it sometimes. It's okay to give an update. There's nothing wrong with that. But I also make it very clear. There's not a stimulus check right now, okay? Anyway, here's what I do want to point out for you super fast, though. Okay, we've been talking about the first half of this year. Obviously, right now we're in the second half of 2025. But for the first half of this year, all we heard from so many people, hey, we're going to get whacked the second half of the year. Major recession, major economic contraction. It's going to get ugly super fast, right? Well, obviously, here we are, second half of the year. Haven't seen a ton of it yet, but we are still starting to see, well, I shouldn't say still starting to see, we are still seeing some weakening economic data that's coming out, and they're still projecting a major spike in inflation a little bit later on this year. And again, I know I've been saying this for a long time, but the detail is they continue to push out the tariffs. Oh, there's a delay. There's another delay. But we know that the tariffs are coming on, and they're coming on in a big way. So they're still anticipating, mostly the Federal Reserve, still anticipating a major spike in inflation. They're also anticipating a major drop in the unemployment, or sorry, I should say employment, not unemployment, a spike in unemployment, a drop in employment, in other words, people losing their jobs, unemployment rates spiking, and the labor market weakening significantly. If that's the case, here's the deal. They're going to use the reconciliation process, which allows them to use or achieve a simple majority in the Senate to pass whatever they want. Okay, there are some restrictions on what they can do, but not a ton. They can do a lot within these reconciliation bills. Point being is that, let's just say they wait until the fall. Okay, so we've got, September, October, November, and like half of December. That's technically fall, right? Well, like half of September, October, November, and half of December is technically fall, right? But point being is that, let's just say that they pass it during that time, and we see a massive hit, a major contraction in the overall economy. Let's just say that that happens. It could. We still don't know yet. It's still, a few months out from right now as I'm filming this video. But point being is that, let's just say that that happens. Within these reconciliation bills, a lot of people don't know this. I mean, don't realize this, but they can add virtually anything they want into them, with the exception of a few things. Point being is that, no guarantees, but if the economy were to get super jacked up and super weak, and we see things really bad, really fast, we could potentially see any type of stimulus added into these reconciliation bills. And again, no promises whatsoever, but they can do that. They can add stimulus if they want to. For those people that have been reaching out asking, when are we going to get stimulus? When are we going to get a stimulus check? When are they going to help us? We're sick and tired of this. When are they going to give us something, right? A lot of people say that too. Here's the deal. As of right now, that's not a thing, not happening right now. But if things get really bad really fast, which could happen, it happens very quickly. That's the part about this. With recessions and economic contractions, they take a long time to materialize, but when they do, they happen quick. It takes a long time to kind of slow down, but then when the collapse happens, it's like whack, look out, we're coming down, right? So anyway, for those people that have been wondering, yeah, they could add anything they want, and they could. No promises. I'm just simply saying, if they wanted to, and if we were in an economic situation where that was necessary according to what they think, they could easily add stimulus. And remember, I just want to throw this out there as well. What is the whole point of what they're doing with all these reconciliation bills? Is it to, sit around and sip coffee all day? Is it to crush the economy? No. All of this is coming in play, like the tax cut bill that they just passed and signed into law. The whole purpose of all this is to stimulate the economy and make it go absolutely crazy. That's the point of this, is to make the economy very, very very strong and robust. I mean, they called this last piece of legislation jet fuel for the economy. I agree with that because it's a lot of money that is eventually going to make its way into the economy. But let's just say that they juice it again if the economy starts to slow down. Well, they could add stimulus. What would that do? It would juice the economy massively, and then we'd have this huge, strong, robust, massively growing economy again. And that's exactly what they want. No administration or no set of lawmakers wants a weak, little pathetic lamb of an economy. Nobody wants that. They want a strong, robust, like predator type lion economy, because that's what is, that's what yields prosperity. That's what yields growth. That's what they want, right? And how can you do that? You can artificially stimulate it by printing money, giving it to the people, or just providing it in a variety of different ways, like tax cuts. That's one way to do it, like they just did. They can provide all of this, and stimulus checks are a massive way to get a lot of money into the economy super fast, and then it just juices it, and wow, the whole thing goes absolutely nuts, like what we saw in 2020, 2021, and basically up until not that long ago. The economy's been very strong because they plowed $6 trillion into it of fresh, free money that they just printed up and just basically gave away, right? No wonder why the economy's been so strong. It's been easy. They plowed $6 trillion of free, fresh money into it. Any economy is going to win when it does that. It's not that hard, right? They could do the exact same thing yet again. All right, anyway, just want to point this out super fast here. Again, huge shout out to Carl Isteni. Again, hope I'm saying that correctly, Carl. Thanks for reaching out. Really appreciate you. Carl Isteni and Sylvia, again, because they're on Medicare and called the team of advisors right there to get some help with their Medicare plans completely for free, okay? If you're on Medicare, if you're one of the 70 million people on Medicare, every single person should be calling that phone number to get some help with their Medicare. And I know that sounds like, oh, that's extreme. 70 million seniors calling that phone number. Seriously, 70 million seniors should be doing this every single year, should be doing that. 12,000 seniors who are becoming eligible for Medicare every single day should be calling that phone number to get the best help on their Medicare plan so they can see the doctors they want, the providers they want to see, the networks they want to be within, the offices, the clinics they want to visit, the prescription needs if they have any at all, dental, hearing, vision coverages, whatever it is that they need. They will find it all totally for free. They'll find it all for free, okay? Again, I got nothing to sell you. This is not a sales pitch. This is not a selling thing at all. It's totally free, 100%. I have nothing to sell. Look through the channel all you want. There's nothing here to buy, okay? I don't have some course. I don't have some coaching. I don't have some junk of a product. I don't have some one-on-one call. I don't have some mastermind or masterclass or some crap like that everybody else talks about. I've got nothing. Literally free. Everything here on the channel is free. Free videos, free live streams, free help with Medicare. I'm just trying to help you out here in this community. All right, anyway, please subscribe if you're new here. Totally free. Big subscribe button down below. Please share the video. Big share button down below. Feel free to like the video. Thumbs up button down below as well. Please share that phone number right there, that phone number with anybody that you know that's on Medicare. Friends, family members, neighbors, acquaintances, siblings, coworkers, parents, neighbors down the street, neighbors down the hall, social media, anybody that you know that's on Medicare. They need to call that to get some help to make sure that they are properly covered so that they don't have some unsuspecting massive medical bill that they didn't know about. All right, anyway, I'm here for you. Please, after you talk to them, after you give them a call, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how it goes. And use the keyword chapter. And that's the keyword that I search for, by the way. And then I would love to feature you in an upcoming video. Enjoy your day. Check out the other 6,000 videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos I've hand selected for you down below. Otherwise, popping up now. Check those out. Until next time, have a good one.